Welcome back to the Luis Diaz, Lupe Juarez Candidates Video Forum here on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to move in a little different direction, and that is what brought the two of you together to run in this election. Louis?
Well, Otis, like I said before, I had the opportunity of working with different principal officers, and I would say one thing. Even way back when working with David Montoya and working with Sam Martinez and had the opportunity of working with Lupe and now Adam, but you get to know people. In the past, and I believe Lupe has talked about this in conversations, is that sometimes you hear about your opponents, you hear who's going to be running against you, but you in reality don't know the person personally until you get to work with him, until you get to see what his ideas and what his vision is. And that's what happened when I had the opportunity to work with Lupe. I ended up meeting the man, the person in itself, and his vision is not that far different from mine. And although we never had the opportunity of forming a team and working on the same slate, now it came about. And if you want to talk about past administrations and how they feel about working with them, even I got some of the past principal officers supporting our group, and I think that speaks volumes when somebody is giving your support, because you had the opportunity to work with them. They understand what is your character and how you work, and you're passionate about things, and that's what we see. You cannot let this job get to your head, and I believe that's what happened to Adam. This man forgot about his fundamental obligations of he's here to represent and help the workers. So now I have the opportunity, and I get to work with Mr. Lupe Juarez, and we're building a great team, a great slate, and we're looking forward for the future of our local.
Lupe?
Yeah, I think I agree with Louis 100%. I think it was something that was, as they say, in the making. I mean, we have similar backgrounds, similar stories. We work with different administrations, and like Louis said, you learn. I worked for John Hailstone, James Long, Sam Martinez, and even Adam Ochoa. So you get to learn the differences and the similarities. And I had a small opportunity to work with Louis, and I think it was something in the making. And I've told those Louis before. In the past and even now, at my plant, people that know Louis and people that know me even said, "Hey, why don't you guys get together?" And I said, "Well, we never talked about it, but you never know." And then the opportunity came up. We started talking, and we said, "Let's do it." So here we are.
Very good. So to move on here, as we're winding down a little bit, but I think one of the things that the members always want to know from candidates for office, for any office, and that is what's your vision for the future of Local 948? And this question is to both of you. And what are your goals, your vision and your goals for the union's future?
I handed out some flyers, and they're probably out there. And if you haven't seen them, hopefully it will be available to you out there. And I'm talking to the members. But our vision is to make our local 948, a strong local union. And when I say that, when we have over 6,000 members, we are a large group of workers, and if we unite, if we get together, we could be strong, and we will be strong. This is the only way we can accomplish things. And you always hear, you know, when somebody's running for office, even at the local level here in the city, if you're running for city council, if you're running for supervisor, or even if they're running for mayor, and these people are winning with, you know, 7,000, 8,000 votes, just imagine if we unite, and we unite for one purpose, and to make, you know, to have better wages, to have better benefits, to be able to represent everybody the way you should be represented, to be able to speak the language that you speak. You know, when I first came aboard with Adam Ochoa and we brought the idea of we got to make the contract available in Spanish, I made that happen. And even up to now, you know, maybe that's why he's got me doing that. I told Adam, hey, we need to make this available. We got to educate our members. This is what we're visioning. It's not just for the cannery workers. We're talking about also the, you know, bread industry, the construction industry, the ready-mix drivers, the UPS. This is not a family business. This is not a job in which you get to bring your friends so that everybody has a job and so that everybody agrees with all the issues that you want to bring forward so that you can go out, you know, and have lunches and go fishing and go do all kinds of other recreation things. No, you got to take care of the members. This is what we're about. This is where Lupe Juarez and myself and the other 5 board members sat down, and this is our vision to make our local great, to make it powerful. And for that, we need your help.
Lupe?
I just want to add a little bit more to that. One of the things that we talked about too is that the slate that we form, we want it to work like a team. Of course, we're not always going to agree on everything 100%, but I think that we will have that. We will have, and the other thing is representation. You know, members want to hear back from you. And if you hire the right people, if you get the right team together, you can make that happen. You can make that happen. I mean, you should be able to answer a message within 24 hours. If you don't get it that same day, you know, you can answer it the next day. But make that call. And we've talked about this before. Members first.
Okay. Well, on behalf of the audience, I hope, thank the candidates for their participation. And this is one of several video forums that will be available on Facebook and YouTube. Normally, these are the kind of activities that we would do in person in rallies and in the parking lots, but because of the current state of the coronavirus, we are limited in how many person-to-person contacts we can make. And speaking on behalf of the Diaz, Lupe Juarez slate, we don't want to do anything that puts anybody in danger. So we're going to be stressing these video forums. The election is scheduled, the officers' election is scheduled for October 24th. There's a delegates election as well. We have not at this moment seen the final date for that, but it will be announced as soon as we know it. And want to thank all of you for participating by watching our videos, and we'll see you again.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care. Thanks, Otis.